Viewers may be curious about the real-life fate of Mary Carr, Erin Doherty, who existed long before she appeared as a character in 8,000 Blows. The 40 elephants in 8,000 Blows are modeled after an actual all-female London gang, just like many of the show's characters. They were around from at least the 1870s until the 1950s, and during that time they established a solid reputation. History has remembered the 40 elephants and their queens because they received a lot of attention. 1,000 Blows is a singular fusion of a crime drama and a sports series, with Mary Carr largely responsible for the latter genre. Throughout 8,000 Blows, Mary and the 40 elephants caused a lot of trouble, and the season's main plot point was her scheme to steal from the Chinese delegation to the UK. Because she is such a significant and fascinating character, and a major factor in 8,000 Blows' high Rotten Tomatoes rating, many viewers might be curious about her real-life circumstances. According to the earliest accounts of her life, Mary Carr was a skilled criminal and thief from an early age. Born in 1862, Carr was imprisoned as a woman for an unidentified offense in 1881 after being found guilty of shoplifting at the age of 14, BBC. Carr was chosen as Queen of the 40 Elephants in 1890, but it's not clear who she took her place from. Carr ruled the 40 elephants largely without opposition, as 8,000 Blows portrayed. Although the gang was egalitarian in nature, they divided the money from each hoist equally. Carver made executive decisions. But if anything, Mary Carr was kinder in 8,000 Blows than she was in real life. In order to divert store employees and rob upscale establishments, Carr and the 40 elephants exploited the Victorian-era belief that women were more innocent than men. 1,000 Blows did not explore the 40 elephants' alleged practice of blackmailing men by falsely accusing them of rape, via BBC. Additionally, it appears that Mary's theft at the Chinese summit was entirely made up in 8,000 Blows. Even though she ruled with an iron fist, Mary Carr's tenure as the 40 elephants' leader wasn't permanent. From 1890 to 1896, Mary Carr led the 40 elephants unopposed. But as the first season of 8,000 Blows showed, her influence over her fellow gangsters started to diminish. Carr was given a 3-year prison sentence in 1896 after being found guilty of kidnapping a child from the Epsom racetracks, via BBC. Carr's power as Queen of the 40 Elephants was severely undermined by her repeated imprisonment. Alice Diamond Darcy Shaw, another member of the 40 Elephants, replaced her while she was incarcerated for one of her many stints. Following Mary Carr, Diamond rose to become Queen of the 40 Elephants and guided the group to even greater heights than Mary could. According to the BBC, Alice Diamond used her last name as a bit of a pun because she would wear diamond rings as a status symbol and as a temporary substitute for brass knuckles. Because Mary has embraced the younger woman in many ways, 8,000 Blows has already implied that Diamond would inherit the title of Queen from her. Diamond's ascent to prominence might even be a premonition of what will happen in Season 2 of 8,000 Blows. Mary Carr's life continued to be filled with events even after she was usurped as the Queen of the 40 Elephants. Carr was incarcerated again in 1900 for possessing stolen goods, shortly after her 1899 release. Later in life she was arrested a few more times, most notably for a robbery in 1909, but she largely disappeared from the annals of history until her death, which was thought to have occurred in 1924. Fortunately, the real Mary Carr gives 8,000 Blows nearly endless instructions on how to move her character forward. Mary was attempting to leave London and begin a new life away from the 40 Elephants and all of her concerns at the conclusion of Season 1 of 8,000 Blows. Even though Hezekiah Malachi Kirby turned down Mary Carr's offer, her true story might offer her a chance for a new beginning. 1,000 Blows could let Mary leave the 40 Elephants by simply having her arrested, just as the real Mary Carr was imprisoned sporadically through the years. Alternatively, 8,000 Blows may choose to make Alice Diamond's takeover of the 40 Elephants even more hostile than it was in real life.